Episode 8, The Day Regan Was Shot. It's QUICKCAP. Let's go. Hey guys, it's Marsha and welcome to Really Seriously For Real. First, let me just get this right out the way. Fave episode, hands down, I cried. It was a well-balanced story that didn't just focus on the big bad Rittenhouse and their latest take over the world plan, but it focused on a well-told story of the least known member of the Time team, Agent Denise Christopher. And since Agent Christopher is an awesome character, I was down for a much-needed character explore. The episode opens with a look into the day in the life of our favorite agent in charge, getting a stark reminder of what the team is fighting for. This beautiful balance of life where men, women, people of all shades can live peacefully in love and in the light. We learn right away Agent Christopher's mother is not welcome in her life and have never met her kids. Now, the Time team chase after the mothership to 1981, the day Regan was shot, thinking Rittenhouse would want the assailant to complete his mission. Gia comes along to occupy the fourth seat, since it was previously established that you can't travel into the timeline you existed in. So, Flynn sat this one out, citing he was in first grade. So then I had to do the math real quick, because I was born in 77. So am I seriously older than Rufus, Lucy, Wyatt, and Gia? Okay. I digress. They jump, and Denise arrives to the bunker just after. She then drops the bomb that Rittenhouse was not going after Regan. No, guys, they were going after a younger Agent Christopher. Wyatt unknowingly saves her, but Hinckley gets away. Now, our Time team realizes if Rittenhouse takes our agent out of the picture, she would never put the team together in the first place. No lifeboat in the hands of the good guys, keeping the mothership in check. Wyatt and Rufus go after the Rittenhouse sleeper, while Lucy and Gia go after the young agent. Our lady team present themselves as Cagney and Lacey. Now I had to do a quick Google search because I was pretty sure the show and famous duo premiered in the early 80s. And sure enough, I chuckled when Lucy reminded Gia of that very fact. Ultimately, they have the arduous task of trying to convince Agent Christopher, whose real name is, insert here so I don't butcher it, by the way, that she deserves the life that she wants, not one that is lived only to make someone else happy. Agent Christopher is poised to marry a good man, but a man. And since she's gay and should go on to marry a woman and raise 2 kids, this is an obvious issue. Additionally, marrying this man would likely mean that she would quit the force and no longer pursue a career in law enforcement, meaning, again, no Time team. Our fellas find the sleeper agent and have an awesome fight in an elevator. Side note, there should be an elevator fight in every show. Star Trek Discovery, for example, had one in their Mirror Universe episode, and it was outstanding. This was no exception. So good. Close quarters, tight shots, lots of action, preceded, of course, by the cute older woman unknowingly delaying the action. Classic. Anyhow, they subdue the agent and find out that he was only activated that morning and doesn't even believe in Rittenhouse. He did it because his own family's life was in jeopardy, a common theme in this episode. Ultimately, he tells them his brother, the real fanatic, was also there and was headed to Agent Christopher's home, back on the other side of time. The current Agent Christopher had a powerful conversation from an unlikely person, Flynn. As he watched her continue on with her day, even though she could disappear at any moment if the Time team failed, he told her he would give anything to have just one more minute with his family, and that's where she should be right now. It was a moment where you're wiping away a tear and thinking about someone special. It was a fantastic scene, giving way to more layers from both characters. Thankfully, our time team beat the bad guys, and Cagney and Lacey come right out and tell young Christopher the truth, like all of it, that they were time travelers and she was their boss. Lucy shows Denise the flash drive she gave her in case her family disappeared, and Lucy was instead able to use it to show Denise that this is the family and the life she could have. Cue the Kleenex. It was a beautiful moment, brought even further when the team arrived back home to a grateful Agent Christopher, safe and sound, embracing the team. It was a perfect moment to underline just how special the entire team is to each other and this fight against Rittenhouse. Denise capped it off with a sweet mention of how special it was when she finally saw a computer that could use a thumb drive. Like, imagine that. That's kind of cool. The final scene showed Rufus and Gia professing their true and unwavering love for each other, and Flynn finally telling Lucy how he got her diary. Finally! Approximately 5 years into the future, Lucy will travel back and give the book to Flynn, which is interesting since we know they shouldn't be able to travel during a time they exist. But as Flynn says, things change. Wyatt and his wife have a conversation where we learned her brother lived, yet in Wyatt's timeline, he remembers that her brother died of leukemia around 3. When Wyatt digs a bit deeper, he flat out asks his wife, "Why did Rittenhouse bring you back? What aren't you telling me?" She then tells Wyatt, "I'm pregnant." Boo! A little predictable. I just hope Wyatt can see through this and figure out what's going on. Next week is the 2-hour season finale, so I suppose lots will be revealed about the story. But listen, guys, if the viewer numbers aren't up, Timeless will be canceled again, and for good. A letter from the show's creator circulated around Twitter and Instagram, in which they confirmed it is possible they could be canceled. So they asked for fans to rally and watch live as it airs in your respective time zones and blast the hashtag Renew Timeless on every social media platform you can get your hands on. So we'll see. We'll see if lightning can strike twice for the show. But the real question is, what did you think? What are you thinking of Timeless so far? What do you think they can do in, honestly, the short time that they have to convince the higher-ups to give it another shot? Because I personally think they need just one more season to flush everything out. But I think it really rests mainly in the NBC higher-ups. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And listen, don't forget to subscribe. We're going to be adding all kinds of little videos on here on oldies and goodies and newies. So for all my new subscribers, welcome. For all the long-time ones, good to see you again. And thanks for watching. Until next time.